Okay class, here is a review for the final. There are 33 questions on it. This one is all multiple choice. You should be, if you have a green Scantron, you can use that. If not, just put everything on a piece of paper with just the letter of the answer. That way I can grade it. Don't put whatever the actual answer is. You have 2 hours to do the final, and they'll be in the testing center or proctor place that you had already picked. They're already there actually. Or depending on if you watch this video later, then they might not be. But the first question is going to be like you had on a test where you have a big number and it's going to give you some number from there and it asks you what it represents. So the 4 here's and the 1s, the 10s, the 100s, the 1000s, the 10,000s, the 100,000s. So it asks you what the 5 represents. It's 5 10,000s. This 4 is 4 thousands. This 4 is 4 ones. The 1 is 100. Then you're going to have something where you need to divide. So let's say we have 23 divided into 5735. So 23 goes into 57 2 times. 2 times 23 is 46. So we have 11 remaining. We bring down the 3. It goes into 113 4 times. That's 12, 8, 9. When we subtract, we get 21 remaining. Bring down the 5. It'll go 9 times. 27, 2, 0. We're left with 8. So the remainder is 8. And that's the way they want you to do that problem with the remainder. Next, you're going to be given something. You're going to be either given negative 68 over 0 or 0 over negative 68. So if 0 is on top, the answer is 0. If 0 is on bottom, it's undefined. That's what you need to remember. 0 on top when you're dividing, the answer is going to be 0. The 0 is on the bottom, it's an undefined number because you cannot divide by 0. Then you have something where, let's say you pay $20 down and then you pay $5 per month for 3 months. And how much are you is the total cost? So we're going to have $20 plus 5 times 3, which is 20, plus 15, which is the total is $35. Then you're going to have a whole bunch of problems where you just have to know your order of operations. Remember, PEMDAS, whatever's in parentheses first, then exponents, then multiplication and division at the same time as each other, left to right, and then addition and subtraction at the same time as each other, left to right. So let's say we have 3 minus negative 4 plus 6 squared. So we don't really have parentheses. We don't have anything inside parentheses to do, but we do have an exponent, which is here. So we have 3 minus negative 4 plus 6 squared is 36. So now we have just subtraction and addition. So we can do those in order. 3 minus negative 4 is the same as saying 3 plus 4, which is 7, plus 36 is 43. Then let's say you have something that looks like this. Negative 8 plus, in parentheses, 30 plus 6 times 3 close the parentheses, divided by 6. So we do what's in parentheses first. Negative 8 plus. Now in parentheses, we have to go to here too. We have a multiplication, so we do that first. 6 times 3 is 18, and then divided by 6. Now, we have something in parentheses, so we do that part first. Negative 8 plus 30 plus 18 is 48, divided by 6. Now we have an addition and a division. Do the division first. 48 divided by 6 is 8. Negative 8 plus 8 equals 0. Another one you might have is negative 8 plus negative 11 plus the absolute value of negative 4. Look at the video for 2.1 that has absolute values. A lot of people miss that on the test. I think it was test 1. But whatever's inside the parentheses becomes positive. It doesn't necessarily change sign. If it was negative, it turns positive. If it was positive, it stays positive. So we have minus 8 plus negative 11 plus 4. So now we have negative 8, and this can basically be negative 8 minus 11 plus 4. When we do that, we have negative 19 plus 4, so negative 15. Okay, then let's say we have negative 8 in parentheses 2x minus 4. So what's in parentheses are not like terms, so we can't do anything here. So now we have to distribute the 8. Negative 8 times 2x is negative 16x. Negative 8 times negative 4 is plus 32. Then let's say 2x plus 2 minus 15x plus 9. We're going to combine like terms. So 2x minus 15x is negative 13x. 2 plus 9 is plus 11. That's as far as you can go because this is an x, this is just a number. They're not like terms. Then let's say we have negative 3x plus 5 equals 38. We need to solve for x. So we want x by itself. So the first thing, we're going to subtract 5 from both sides. We get negative 3x equals 33. And this is multiplying. Opposite of that is dividing. Divide by negative 3. So x equals negative 11. Make sure you look at the negative signs here. Then let's say we have 3.3 equals x plus 7.5. So it's a plus sign here. Opposite is subtract. So subtract 7.5. When we have a negative number, we subtract. We have one positive, one negative. We subtract the numbers, keep the sign of whichever number is larger. So it's 7.5 minus 3.3, which is 4.2. The 7.5 is the negative, so our answer will be negative 4.2. Let's say we have 3 over 7x equals 6. So now we have a fraction as our coefficient. What we're going to do is multiply both sides by the reciprocal. So we flip that, 7 times 3 on both sides. Here, they're going to cancel each other. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 7 divided by 7 is 1. So we're left with x equals 6 divided by 3 is 2 times 7 is 14. You could have also said 6 times 7 is 42, and then divided by 3 is 14. It doesn't matter what order you go in. So then let's say we have 8x plus 5y minus 6z when x equals -2, y equals 3, z equals -4. Just substitute those numbers in for the variables. 8 times -2 plus 5 times 3 minus 6 times -4. 8 times -2, -16. 5 times 3 is plus 15. Then we have -6 times -4, so it's plus 24. So now we just go in order. -6 plus 15 is -1, plus 24 is 23. Then let's say we have 36 x to the 5 y over 45 x to the 4 y to the 3. An easy way to do this is just break this up. 36, and we have 5 x's and 1 y. Here we have 45, 4 x's, 3 y's. And then just cancel what you can. We have this x, 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 this x. No more x's on the bottom, so our y's, we only have 1 on top. 36 and 45, we can divide both of those by 9. 36 divided by 9 is 4, and we have just 1 x left. Then we have 45 divided by 9 is 5, and we have 2 y's, so it's y squared. That's the easy way to do it. There's the proper way to do it where you do subtractions, but if you don't remember it, just do it this simple way. Then let's say that we have -10 over 15 plus 5 over 15. It's an addition, so we already have the common denominator, so all we have to do is deal with the numerator. -10 plus 5 is -5 over 15. We can divide both of those by 5, so we have -1 over 3. Make sure you simplify all fractions. Again, this is a multiple choice test. -5 over 15 is probably going to be one of the choices. That's incorrect because you can simplify. Okay, then let's say we have 5 over 6 divided by 3 over 4. The first thing we do is flip the second one and turn it into multiplication. So 5 over 6 times 4 over 3. When we do that, we're going to get 20 over 18. 5 times 4 is 20. 6 times 3 is 18. We can divide both of those by 2. So we're going to get 10 over 9. Then let's say we have 1 over 12 plus 3 over 20. We don't have a common denominator, so we need one. So we try to find the smallest one to make it easy. The smallest number that both of these will go into is 60. 12 goes into 60 5 times. So we're going to multiply this by 5 over 5. 20 goes into 60 3 times. So we're going to multiply this by 3 over 3. We're basically just multiplying both of them by 1. So 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 12 is 60. Plus 3 times 3 is 9. 20 times 3 is 60. 5 times 9 is 14 over 60. But we can divide both of those by 2, so we get 7 over 30. Make sure you simplify all your fractions at the end. Next is something like 3 over 5 times, in parentheses, 2 over 3 minus 1 over 6. So we don't have common denominator inside the parentheses. Since we have a minus sign, we need that. But 3 will go into 6. So 6 is the least common denominator. 3 goes into 6 2 times. So we multiply this by 2 over 2. And we're going to have 3 over 5 times 4 over 6 minus 1 over 6. So 3 over 5 times 4 minus 1 is 3 over 6. This equals 9 over 30. But we can divide both of those by 3 and we'll get 3 over 10. Next, you're going to be given a word problem where it says, like, say 3/5 of 60. And how many is that? So of always means multiply. So we're going to say 3/5 times 60. When we do this, actually change that, 3/5 of 350, because the number that they use is a bigger number. 60 would work, but I just want to use the big number there. So when we do that, 5 will go into 350 70 times. 70 times 3 is 210. If we did 3/5 of 60, we would just say 5 into 60 is 12 times 3 is 36. It doesn't matter, but I do want to do the big number because the number that's on the test is a 3-digit number. Okay, then let's say we have -18 and -40, or 18 and 40. You have to put less than, greater than, or equal. -18 compared to -40 is greater, but 18 is less than 40. So you just need to put if it's greater than, or less than, or equal to. Then let's say we have 2.3 minus 2.11. Put this vertically. 2.3 minus 2.11. Since we don't have anything here, we need to put a 0. So 10 minus 1 is 9. This becomes a 2 minus, so we borrow a 1, change that to a 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. I'm sorry. Let's change this. 23 minus 2.11. So 23, 2.11. We need 2 zeros here. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing.